I gotta show y'all something before we get started today. Look at that, y'all. Got the fresh boiled crabs and the crawfish. We're about to try to go catch some catfish. You know, on Fallen Tide, we like to catch catfish this time of year. Something that we do is in my heritage, something that's pretty close to me. So today we're gonna be learning a new way to catch catfish, a way that I've never done it on the channel before, and I've actually never done this at all in real life. This is my stepdad, Garrett, here. I'm gonna let him explain a little bit about what we're doing here and what he's doing right here. It's called cans. We're catching catfish in cans. So I'm gonna let him explain this to y'all.
When I was growing up, we had, we'd take metal cans, paint cans, and my dad and them would bend the cans, and then we put the cans out, and it acts like a stump. The fish go in the stump, and they lay their eggs. Well, over the years, plastic don't rot like cans. Cans rot away. This plastic lasts forever and ever. So what we do is we take it like this, and we put it together, and we make it to where the fish will swim in here. We take it and we drill a hole in the middle of it, and we take a rope, approximately 6 foot. I'm 5 foot tall, so an extra little foot right here. We cut it, and we tie the rope to it. We do a quick slip knot, which the more you pull, the tighter it gets. We tie it up. We take the bottom, we look for the hole, we drill a hole, and we put a weight on it. The weight pulls it to the bottom and lets it sit up like this in the water. Fish swims in it, the female goes in there, she does whatever she gotta do and lays her eggs, or the male comes in there with her. Well, if you catch them like 2 days after they've been in it, they both still in here, you catch 2 fish. If the female lays her egg, she leaves and then the male's left, so you catch 1 fish, you catch just the male. And then the eggs stay in there and they live in, and in 3 or 4 days, possibly 7, don't quote me on that, the little babies just swim away, and there's millions of little catfish going. So we don't hurt the catfish, but we do catch the catfish. We're gonna do these right here, get all these done, we're gonna load them in a boat, and we're gonna go out there to the lake, we're gonna put them out. I already have 600 out, so we're gonna go and run some. When this started, I have no idea.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's the funnest way to catch fish, I find, anyway. Rod and reels are fun, but to have that fish in there, and this little bitty can, 2 fish this big, shaking like that, it's amazing.
So it's similar to like, noodling, I guess you'd say, right?
Right, yeah. It's
but
like going down and tucking into the stumps, and then but you're doing it with your bare hands.
You're also not killing a big fish.
Right, you don't have to touch the fish.
And you also don't have to kill a big fish, because the big fish are your fish you want to keep alive, because they spawn the most
most eggs, yeah.
So you're taking small fish out of the the equation.
About 1.5 to 2 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
And it's got to be 11 inches, or you got to throw it back. It's just
because it's commercial fishing.
Right, it's commercial fishing. I have a commercial license, and I do this in my spare time. But my uncle does this for a living. That's what he does. And there's a bunch of other people I know that's out there. That's all they do, is they fish either lines, or they fish this, or boxes, or hoop nets. And you know, I grew up here. I was born here, and it's in my blood.
Yeah, this is in your blood. Yeah.
And I'd rather just do this, nothing else, bro. This is me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna retire in 5 years. When I do, that's all I'm doing. That and hunting.
Y'all are in for a treat.
What I do, Nate, is I take them and tie them all together. That way, if you got one, sometimes they fly out. They got weights on the bottom.
Yeah.
But the wind still will pull them out the boat. If I tie them all together, they don't go out the boat. They'll stay right on the boat. And like this one here, for sure, feel out our light. Or light.
Oh yeah. Look at that. You put 2 jugs together?
2 milk jugs.
And you cut a hole in the bottom?
I got 250 out like that.
Wow.
I put the little hole so it'll sink. And then the fish, it sits like that in the water on the bottom. And that fish goes in there. Then the other one goes in there, they mate. She lays her eggs, she leaves, he stays until they hatch. Unless I come by.
Yeah.
And I'll take him. Thank you very much. Got our poles, got our net.
What's the poles for?
The poles, you got to put a pole on each side of your line. In that bucket over there, there's a line that stretches out. And when we're out there, you'll see the way we do the whole thing. And you tie it on one side, you stretch it all the way out, tie it tight, put it down, and then you go back and you tie weights like this.
Oh, like everything and anything type weights.
Yeah, anything. Take a weight.
Go, show me one of them big old nuts you got now.
And you put it on a line. Yeah, take a big old nut like that, put it on there, and it holds the line to the bottom. And then the can's just sitting and floating about. These are 6 foot long.
Oh, yeah.
So it just sits over here.
Yeah.
And when you pick the line up, you're going along, da-doop, 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 and you grab the can, and on that side of the boat, over here,
Go look at this setup here.
I put a wedge.
What's that?
See how my line runs through here? See that groove?
Yeah.
My line runs down here and it runs all the way up here. And it stays on here. That way, when I'm going down the line, it keeps the boat straight.
Oh.
And then I pick the can up, the net's right here, I dump the fish in it, then I throw the can and the can goes over the little hump. Keeps my boat straight.
I like
Otherwise,
that.
the wind would push your boat sideways and the little line would be underneath the boat. And you'll see how it's crazy the way things work.
So you doing this for your enjoyment more
Mostly,
than you are
mostly.
to make money.
Right.
So this is your retirement.
The money is
You're getting ready for your retirement.
right. When I retire, I'm gonna make money.
Yeah.
And in the summer, you can make about $1,000 a week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you
Bring
make
in that
about $1,000 a week because it's no expense except for the buckets. And I got plenty of volunteers giving me buckets. So
Right.
I get them anywhere. If I see them on the side of the road, I stop, pick them up. I'm a bucket master. I love, people think I'm crazy.
Picking up
Bucket, a bucket. I just pull on the side of the road and pick up the bucket. And they're like, what are you doing? Oh, you just don't understand. That's 2 fish.
Make that money.
That's 2 fish every time I go. And you can make them out of anything, you see? Crisco,
This man
folders,
got the Folgers.
anything.
Folgers
You can
and
make 'em
Crisco together.
out of anything that goes together and it'll sink to the bottom. The fish will swim in the top.
So let me show the people at home here. He cut a hole in the bottom of the Crisco and he zip tied it to the Folgers can so the fish can go in there.
And I made a catfish hotel. That's what that is. And it's, well, I don't want to say what it is.
It's a love shack.
Yeah, it's a love shack. They go in there.
Well, let's get out there.
And then they become a sandwich. So,
Well, let's get out there and see how
let's
this
get out
works.
there. So let's start out there and come straight in.
What you doing right now?
I'm tying a knot. And what I do is I thread my rope through the rope so it don't come undone. Because that could be a problem. Now I'm stopping the pool.
So that's where you start your line, right?
Yep. And I let the rope out till I get to the first hoop. First hoop is made for this rope. Take the rope, come in, do my knot. This knot, no matter how tight you go, it won't undo. I put a little double notch. Throw the jug up.
And that's your marker, right?
Yeah.
That's so that you know where your line is.
That's right. I come grab that. You'll see on the next line.
So you got a jug and a pole to mark where your line is.
Jug and a pole, and then on the other side there's gonna be a jug and a pole, and I'm gonna come back and tie weights on it after. A lot of times I do it if they got a lot of boat traffic. I'll do the weights as I go. You just gotta be careful. If it gets too fast, like tangled or whatever, which it normally don't tangle, I'll take it out of gear and just let it coast.
And all those loops you got on there, that's where
Where the cans go.
that's where your cans
Yep.
tie on to. Okay.
Each loop's a can, they're approximately 7 to 8 foot apart. That's why you put your rope on your can 6 foot, so it don't tangle up in the next one.
Okay. And you said whenever we pulled up here Yeah, this is about 4 foot right here.
About 4 foot.
So them cans is on the bottom.
They're gonna be on the bottom. And you put the weight so nobody, see how that line floats?
Yeah.
The weight to pull the line to the bottom.
Because obviously you don't want no boats running over it.
Right.
So you pull it tight whenever you...
As tight as I can. It loosens up over the days, but... And snap the pole. I take and I hook this right there. All right. See what that does?
Yeah. Oh, the
Now,
little wedge back there.
Take this right there. Grab a weight. The weight there. Tie wrap it. Tie wrap it. And then move on. I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone today, since there ain't much boat traffic. Put a can overboard. And this is how you put out the line. By next week, they'll have fish in here. Takes about a week for them to start going in. That's it.
That's it, it's just gonna sink?
Yep. It's gonna go bye-bye. About every 8, 9 can, you put another weight.
All right.
Put them in here, you're doing that same quick knot. It's a never undo knot.
A never undo.
Lasts forever.
So no bait needed.
No bait needed.
So after we finish setting this whole line right here, we're actually gonna go out in the lake and check something that he's already had set for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, y'all are in for a treat. If y'all are liking this video so far, please leave it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that.
And the good thing about running cans is you don't kill no fish. Say you don't want to come for, or you got something important that's going on. You can't make it out here for 2 weeks. They'll go in the can, lay their eggs, the babies get out in a week. The next pair of fish come in and they get in the can. So it's like really good for the environment because you're actually helping the fishery by letting them lay in your cans.
So like most ways to catch catfish is just like a meat haul, and in this case, you're actually providing them habitat, nesting habitat, right?
Right. You suit up. Oh.
Time to go get messy.
Yep. Time to go sling some mud.
Let's go catch some catfish.
Yep. Go and get them. I see it's under the water, so I can roll over it. And what I do is when I catch it, it pulls the boat around. What I do is I usually take the first can, pick it up. And it's empty. Nothing in it.
Just mud.
Sometimes we're gonna do this just in case. Cause like I said, I ran this one yesterday, so it might not be that put this on here, because once the fish get in there, that holds it from falling. And what I do is I put my leg in here, put this one overboard, and then I go from can to can. See the way it rides on the boat?
Yeah.
And that holds it from falling overboard.
And you just ran this line yesterday.
Yesterday. So
it may not have a whole lot.
It may take 3 or 4 days before they get in. But I just want to see how fast they're going in. See the eggs in there?
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Hold on. So that's the catfish's eggs.
Yes.
And that's gonna hatch.
That's gonna hatch. They moving in there. And then they're gonna swim off.
So not only are you making a living, but it's a sustainable living.
Right.
Lost them. Oh, you got one.
Fish in the bucket. Look at that little bitty garbage can. They had 2 fish in there.
I saw that. One of them jumped out.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. That's why you put your hand over the lid. You dump them in there and then you throw the bucket and you go to the next one. Little bitty old garbage can. It don't matter what you put out here. If they're gonna go in it, they're going in it and lay.
That's awesome.
Fish.
Fish in the bucket.
1 gallon jug. 2 fish.
Awesome.
2 fish in this can. And they ain't that little.
And they ain't that little. Yeah, look at that. That's a good sized fish. Yo.
That's a 2-pound fish.
That's crazy.
A big male and a female.
That's
They go in
insane.
pairs.
Like you said, they going in pairs because they going in there to lay.
Yeah. Because of yesterday, it ain't every bucket, but we're gonna catch a few fish here. Yep. 2 fish.
That net's filling up fast, y'all.
Fish, fish, fish.
Fish in almost every bucket.
Lots of fillets. One of them got away. They jump at you, boy. You gotta have your hand on that bucket. Two. See that one right there?
Yeah.
You'd have to measure him. I wouldn't say he's 11, so we throw him back.
If it's even close, you just throw it back.
Throw
huh?
it back. Don't even keep it. It
Yeah.
ain't worth it. They illegal.
It ain't worth it, and it's best to put something back anyway, you know?
You can have 10% in your boat, but we catch so many, why? You know, what's the purpose?
Right.
See, that's a big female. She's fat, she's pregnant. And you got this one, that's a big male. He ain't got nothing in him. And they always go in pairs. See the eggs, see the fish? That's a male in there guarding them eggs. Female done laid and left. Boom.
Look at all that come out of that first line. First run.
And I ran that yesterday.
Yeah, that was only there overnight.
Yeah, but you just put it damn heavy. That's about 25 pounds, maybe 30. That's catfishing with no bait, the easy style.
With nothing but buckets.
Little work, it's a little work, but it's fun work. This is the kind of work I don't mind going to do. You go to work and you work a job, you're working a job. This here, you're working and enjoying yourself. I can do it every day. It's fun. It's fun. Let's go catch some more.
Now look at the size of that catfish that come out them little bitty cans. I mean, look, it's not a giant catfish, but that's a big catfish for that little bitty old can.
That's right.
I mean,
that's what amazed me.
Yeah. This big mama right here. I mean, that's a good sized catfish. About to run the second line here.
Got 2 fish.
Second run producing a little bit.
This one got some too.
So the closer you get into the bank, the more fish you're catching. Because we started off slow. It was all just full of mud, and now all of a sudden every bucket's having catfish in it.
Yep, I told you that's how it is.
Yeah. Good sized catfish too.
Yeah.
That one right there.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Big daddy, yo.
That was a bigger bucket.
Yeah,
The bigger your bucket, the bigger fish you can catch.
Exactly. The bigger that hole,
Yeah.
the bigger the bucket, deeper, the bigger ones will get in it.
Got some in that one too, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's amazing. They don't call this place the catfish capital of the world for nothing.
No. Got one on this one too. Two in every one. Yep. Two in that little bitty bucket. So that's 2 buckets of fountain of marsh on my deer stand.
We might be showing these people too much.
End of the line.
Let's see what we end up with here. How much you think you got in that run?
Oh, I don't know, about 15 pounds. Cause this fish are heavy. Big. Got almost 50 pounds in there. £50. Look at that. Caught that in that little can. That big one. You know what? Keep still. It's bigger than me.
Big old catfish for a little bitty old can.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go run right there. Catch that one and go that way.
That's the last line we gonna run for the day?
Yeah. Hopefully we catch. There are 2 fish in here. 2 fish in that little bucket. What? That's crazy. Big old fish. Dude, ain't no little fish, no. That bucket ain't that big.
That's a gas can?
A gas can. Anything that you can use that a fish will go in. Gas can's good. What I do is I put soap in them, wash them out real good. Make sure they don't smell no more. Then I bring them out there.
And how many catfish you think during this time of year you're gonna catch using this method?
Oh Lord.
Thousands?
A lot. I'll catch about 2,000 pounds, maybe more.
Jeez.
Yeah. Because this is a cheese puff bucket hooked to a jug. And you can see the fish.
That's a rig right there.
Cheese puffs.
Cheese puffs.
What? Had 2 in that one yesterday too. 2 days in a row. Oh, fish. 2 fish in the bucket. One fish in the bucket. Full of eggs.
Not a bad way to spend the evening, huh?
No. Awesome.
Had a nice event with the family. There's a couple more fish there. 50 fish so far?
Yeah.
Had us a nice gathering with the family. And followed it up with some time well spent out here, right?
Yeah, buddy. Ain't nothing like coming on the lake when it's this calm, beautiful. Just It's just a pleasure.
Wouldn't trade this life for the world, huh?
No.
Well, I appreciate you for taking me along with you, showing me your ways.
Oh, dude. Anytime. I want to by myself, it's nice, but it's nice to have somebody with you.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Now I'm not sure if running the cans that way is something that's unique to the Zalmans, Louisiana, or is that something that people do all over the place? I tell y'all what, let me know in the comments if y'all have ever seen that done before. I know people go noodling where they put a box down underneath the water and they go in there, reach in there and grab them. I know it's a similar concept. You're providing a hole for them to go in and lay their eggs. But let me know if y'all have ever seen it done like that before, because I haven't seen it done anywhere else other than right here in the Zalmans, Louisiana.
I'm sure the concept can be done anywhere where they got catfish.
Sure.
But this is the only place, and I've been living here all my life. I'm 55 years old. This is the only place I've seen it done.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have known how to do it if it wasn't for my ancestors. My grandpa, my daddy, my uncles, they all did it for a living. All the people around here along this bayou, they all do it. And I know a man that's still out there. He's my uncle. He's 89 years old, I believe. Somewhere close to 90, and he's still doing it. He still comes out here. He can barely walk, but he still fishes cans and lines. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, older folks do this stuff.
Well, I'm glad that I can participate in something like this and bring it to the channel. I like to show you guys different methods to do things. I try not to do the same thing over and over again. Like catfishing, we can go run jug lines all the time, or we can go catch them on a fishing pole all the time. But what's better is to show you all the different ways, because there's thousands. I mean, it's just countless different ways that you can catch catfish. And hopefully, as we keep on progressing, we can keep introducing to y'all new methods to catch these catfish. You know, this place right here, the Zalmans, Louisiana, is all about the catfish. I mean, it's been known as the catfish capital of the world. So that's what this place is known for.
The universe.
Catfish capital of the universe.
It got changed.
I love it. I love it. Because
Yeah.
like, people was calling Belzona, Mississippi the catfish capital, but that's all catfish ponds. That don't even count.
Right.
This is out here catching wild catfish.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's been millions caught out of here.
Millions, yeah.
And there's millions born every year
Yeah.
to replenish it.
I mean, people have sustained livings here for centuries catching catfish. It was a good experience. I appreciate you for having me come along.
Dude, anytime.
Got a fish already. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Falling Tide TV. As always, my name's Nate. And on today's episode, you guys are in for a treat. I am with my stepdad, Garrett, here. He is a commercial fisherman as a part-time job. He likes to get out here and catch these catfish on Lake des Zalmans. Today, we're doing a special technique. It's a technique that if you guys haven't seen before, y'all are really in for a treat. It really tripped me out the first time that I saw this technique. It's called cans. It's a technique called cans. In this case, we actually been catching these catfish here out of buckets. It's interesting because it is a very effective way to catch the catfish, but it's also sustainable. And we're gonna get into all of those details in today's video. So y'all stick around. We're about to start lifting up the first line here, and we'll step y'all through the process on how this all works, you know, how you set up the lines, you know, the whole process. So y'all are in for a treat. We're getting everything set up right now, and yeah, should be a good one.
We got a can line here. Can line set up like a trout line. And then you have cans every 7 to 8 feet apart. And you pick up the can and you catch the fish. We're gonna get started here. You just pull along. At the end over there we have a pole. You can see the pole sticking up. Usually it's a long pole, but it got broke off by a boat. What we do is we pick up the can, pick it up slow like that, and they got a little mud today for whatever reason. The storms cause these cans to bury. This here is a fish I don't keep. I'm gonna show y'all the fish. It's a gudgeon. And they
Flathead.
get real big. Right now, you can't keep these at this size. That's a flathead catfish for, you know, people who, like in Mississippi, they call them flatheads. We call them a goujon down here. That's the French name for them. This is a baby. It's very small. This fish here will get, I don't know, 25 pounds when they mature. They go in the can just like a regular eel cat. And we throw these back, let them grow, let them get bigger. And we'll move on and try to catch some of them catfish that he showed you at the beginning of this. This is a 5-gallon bucket that I cut the rim off of. And then we pull the bucket together and we tie wrap it, boop, boop, boop. And then we cut a little hole for your finger so you can dump the mud out if there's mud. If you catch a fish, we take it and we dump the fish like this. That way, your hands here keeping the fish from jumping out. And then we put a weight on the bottom. We drill some holes so that it'll sink good. You just throw it back in the water. And it takes a little time and down it goes. Because they're in spawning right now and they don't eat when they're spawning. All they do is lay eggs and reproduce. Get a fish in the bucket. In there. There's no eggs in here, so this bucket's been already, the eggs laid, they left, and now this is just a male in there that's keeping it clean, waiting for a female. We throw them in the net, and then we move on to the next one.
I'm telling y'all, this tripped me out the first time I saw it. You know, the idea that you can catch this many catfish, you know, without bait or anything like that. It's just a hole for them to go in and lay their eggs. So we did a video on this before. And one of the things that a lot of the people in the comments, there was a lot of criticism towards I'd say the sustainability of this method. You know, people were saying, oh man, you're taking all the catfish out of the ecosystem and it's, you know, it's not good. It's not healthy for the catfish population. You know, people were saying stuff like that. So I guess in this video, I really wanted to address, you know, that side of it, okay? I wanted to make sure that you guys understand, like, the big picture here. So, like I said, this is Des Allemands, Louisiana. These people have been fishing like this for literally hundreds of years out here. When people started doing this, they were using metal paint cans, and this has been going on for a really long time. The fishing here is as good as it's ever been. This method is sustainable because what you're doing is you're providing nesting habitat for these fish. We don't take the eggs, just take the fish. And, you know, Garrett here, he goes to work during the week. And in this hot water like this, it'll take, you know, 4 days for these fish to hatch out of these eggs. Once they lay the eggs, it'll take like 4 days for the fish to swim out of the bucket. So during the week, you could have a pair of fish go in there, lay, fish swim out, and it was basically like you just provided that fish habitat to nest, and the fish never get caught. So you have that, and then also you have fish that'll go in there, lay their eggs. We pull the 2 fish out of here. Right after that, another male will come in and actually protect those eggs because his instincts tell him to protect eggs. So you still get fish hatching. If you look in that bucket and they have eggs in that bucket, there's a very good chance that those fish are actually going to survive. Now, a lot of times when you dump them, some of the eggs do fall out into the water, and that's perch food. But a lot of these fish actually do hatch. Just because you take the pair of fish out of there doesn't mean that the fish won't hatch. So just wanted to point that out to you guys. It is a sustainable method. They've been doing it for a really long time here, and the population is really good. As you guys can see, as I've been talking here, he's been filling up this first net. So
Two good fish.
that's amazing, them fish will fit in that little bitty thing.
Mm-hmm. Take that bucket out. That's 2 flower pots, 1 gallon flower pots. I put them together, cut a hole on the bottom. Fish go in it and lay. And I ain't been to this in a week. Last Saturday I came out here. That's why we ain't getting much eggs and all that. The eggs and hatch and the mud took over the buckets. This is usually not a good line. I'm thinking about moving it because of the mud right here. That's just, I need a rock bottom. That's the best. You find some rocks, shells, and you don't have all this. See that? Nothing but mud. That's some eggs fell out of there. Yeah, see, that's the eggs. These eggs were laid probably dormant. They don't have no fish moving around in them. They're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna be fish food for a perch or whatever comes around and eats them. But yeah, when we out here fishing, you don't always catch fish because, like, if a big storm comes, it'll shake up the lake and it'll put a lot of this mud that I get in these buckets. It'll cover the buckets. Well, all the mud from the marsh and all gets sucked out of the marsh and put into the lake. And they got areas in the lake where it gets real muddy and the bottom's real muddy. And the fish tend not to go in the muddy areas. They want to be on a hard bottom. And I put these cans here after the storm. Because during the storm we lost, I don't know, lost half of my buckets, if not more. And the fish move. They don't always stay in the same spot. They move in schools, and if they move in over your cans and they lay in, well, you're going to catch a lot of fish because they're going to go in the cans and lay. But when the fish are here, they get in the cans, they lay. They got to lay. This is the time of the year from like April until normally September. But it all depends on the water, how hot it gets, how high the water is. If the water's low, the fish move to the deeper areas because the water gets so hot. Right now, the water temperature right now is probably around 79 degrees, 80 degrees, which is warm. It's like taking a bath. You can get in here and feel like you're taking a bath. But as you can see, all of this, that's caused from, I ran these last week. This is caused from a big old thunderstorm that came through. Made big waves, and it just, if you look inside that can, see the mud in there? The mud gets in there, and it covers, the mud will cover this hole so the fish can't find the hole. Now the bucket sits up like this, and if this is all covered in mud, and all the bucket's covered in mud, that's why it's so clean down here, not here, the fish won't go in it. Now times of the year, they'll go in it and actually push that mud out of there so they can lay. This is the time of the year when the water goes down. It gets a little rough to catch fish, but you still can come out here and make a good day because we run like 600-700 cans a day. I have 1,200 out so I can come every other day. See how the fish was in there in the mud? He was cleaning it out, getting it ready for a female. So, like I said, fish don't always stay in this area. They may move 100 yards over and be a better bottom, and that's where they're going to be. So you can catch more fish in the other line. I move all over this lake. For that reason, I put cans here, I put cans on the other side of the lake, I put cans in the bay. I got cans all over. This is the weight came off. The weight's off of it, that boat is going to float. A boat's gonna hit it, or it ain't gonna go to the bottom. If it don't go to the bottom, fish ain't going in it. The catfish are a bottom dweller. They eat off the bottom. They do all that stuff off the bottom. Constantly you're having to maintain, build new cans, replace cans, because these ropes, they're pretty good, but they end up breaking right here. A lot of times when an alligator hits it, he'll tear up and he'll just crush this and tear and twist up in it. And he'll pull it off. And then you won't have no can. So you got to replace it with a new one. So you don't only fish every day. You got to have new cans when you come out to replace the cans that are messed up. Today I don't have any. Yesterday I replaced 15 on some other lines where the alligators are real bad. it can get expensive if you're buying stuff. But a lot of my cans are like these 5-gallon buckets. And I don't have to, it's free. So this is 100% can. I got it free. I put it together. The only thing I paid for was the tie wraps and the rope. The can don't have no bait. It don't have nothing. And it catches fish. What I do, I don't pick my net up and just dump them, because this time of the year, the fish get small. So that's a good fish. You know it's a good fish. It's over 11 inches. Every fish you keep is supposed to be 11 inches or bigger. You allow 10% of a fish like this, which is too small. He's less than 11. I know because I know, you know, what 11 inches is, but I used to have a nice measuring thing, but I don't no more. So I throw that back.
If it's close, just throw it back, huh?
Yeah, we call that seed. And on the contrary, a 4 or 5 inch fish ain't laying no eggs. But anything over 6 inches, these type of catfish, which is an eel cat, they have eggs in them. Now the rest of these fish are pretty much, you can see, they're 11 inches. So we keep them. But that's why I don't take the net up, and I make sure all my fish are legal. Not because I don't want to get caught with illegal fish, it's because I want to sustain my fishery and not take every fish I catch. So I like to keep just the legal size. And that right there is probably the best eating catfish they got. He's just over legal, and he's got a perfect little frying slab on him. And now we're gonna go to the next one.
So one of the things that we got a lot of comments on the last video was the size of the fish. A lot of people are saying, oh, them fish are tiny, you know, why y'all keeping them little bitty fish and all of this kind of stuff. But look, whenever you're doing something like this and you're catching that many fish, it's not a good idea to go out here and target these big 20, 30 pound catfish, because those are the fish that you want to make, you know, you want to keep those fish alive. Those are your baby making fish. If you were out here catching nothing but 30, 40 pound catfish, that would be unsustainable, because that fish is laying hundreds of thousands of eggs a year. Whereas a fish like this, you know, a lot of these fish, like you said, some of these eggs don't even have babies in them. But these smaller fish right here do lay eggs. They do have babies, but it's not nearly as many as those bigger fish. So, and the smaller fish are better eating. They just are. The smaller fish taste a lot better. The, you know, customers, if you're selling fish, the customers are gonna much rather you catch those smaller fish rather than the bigger fish. So there's a lot of reasons why, you know, you want to go with the smaller fish like this. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out to y'all too. Before we about to go to the next line now. That's a trip, man.
See, we got off of the mud flat. Now we're getting into a rocky area.
It's amazing how the topography underneath the water makes that much of a difference. You know, you was in that muddy, that soft muddy bottom, and then now you got to this like rock bottom, and you got fish now.
I usually catch good right here. Most of the lines I take and I put a weight every 15 feet. That holds the line to the bottom. Most of my lines are 50 cans long. I put 50 cans on them, and I got about 300 foot of rope. Some lines, I got one line, we'll get to it later. It has 600 foot of rope, and it has 140 lines on it. I'm 140 cans on it. It might even be longer than that, I'm not sure. What I did is I tied two together, and I wasn't sure how long the line was until I actually put the cans on it. But I make them at the house, and I'll show you how to, when I get over here, I'll show you how this is made. We take a spool of rope, we put a cork on them so it's easy to pull up. But right here, you tie this, it's a knot, and then a knot to keep it from tightening up. And then you tie the can to the rope. And like I said, this particular line has about 50 cans on it. This rope here, I use whatever, but lately I've been using the same rope that I make the line out of, the cans, because I find it lasts longer. These tend to untie, or they pop. You know, the cans are hooked to them like that, and then there's a fish in them. Actually, two. This is a better line than we came from. The line we were running had a lot of mud in it. This one here, I told you about the fish being in the area. They in this area now. They wasn't before. I was catching not much, but the last couple of times I come, I've been catching more fish here. It's also a better bottom. But you still get the mud because, see the mud? Because of the weather. It turns the bottom up. But this bottom's a little harder, so you don't get as many of them cans that are full of mud. It's a hotel. It's what it is. It's a hotel for breeding fish. And the good thing is, they don't pay nothing. They don't have to pay except with their life, I guess. This, you know, you hear the fish in there, it's a better line.
Look at that. Show them what that is. Oh, he jumped out. You lost one.
Did?
Yeah.
You see, sometimes they jump in this time of the year too. This is two 1 gallon jugs. You cut the bottoms out of them, so it makes a long tube. And the fish go in that tube and they mate. Yep. Like I said, different lines have different cans. Lately I've been buying the flower pots, hard plastic flower pots, because they work better and they last longer. And that's a fish. And this is a garbage can. That's all this is. The regular old bathroom garbage can. And
if it'll make a hole there,
make a hole so they can go in,
then it'll work.
They go in. This is my garbage can line. I got most of the garbage cans on here.
Now, a lot of the people are asking me, like, can you do this anywhere? Can you do this anywhere, any type of water? And I mean, I answered them no. That was kind of my consensus, was no. You gotta be in an area where they're looking to come to breed and to lay.
If you can trap the fish and there's fish there, they have to spawn. Catfish have to spawn. They like this lake and this area because along the lake there's a lot of stumps. A catfish has to go in a stump or a hole to lay his eggs. Not only because that's where they lay, it's because of the protection of their eggs. If they just went to lay their eggs anywhere in the lake, other fish would eat them. And that male would have to fight to keep it, just like a brim. When a brim lays his eggs, that's why you catch so many brims during the spring, is because they're not actually wanting to eat your bait, they're actually protecting their eggs. And if you go near their nest, they attack your line. Same thing with a catfish.
But if somebody's living in an area like their local lake or something, or their bayou or whatever, let's say the water's just too cold, you know, maybe those fish may move to warmer waters to lay their eggs, correct?
Correct.
So you got to make sure that you're in an area that's conducive to breeding and laying eggs first and foremost. But once you figure that out, this method will work.
It'll work, definitely.
The main problem that a lot of people are having is that their state doesn't allow them to do this.
Exactly. And not all states do.
Yeah, so y'all got to be careful.
In Louisiana,
like everybody at home, I'm not giving you permission if you live in a different state. Like I know a lot of people are saying Texas don't allow this. If you're living in a state where they don't allow this, make sure you're checking your regulations, because I don't want to see any of y'all get no tickets or nothing like that.
Yeah, check your laws, always, always. That's why the game wardens put out these pamphlets every year. Every year the pamphlet will state something different. There's always something new in our pamphlet. You know, we have hunting pamphlets, fishing pamphlets. It's always new. There might be a species you fished last year, they might close it because they feel there's not enough fish, so they'll close it.
Yeah.
But with these catfish, these people have been doing this since they came here, you know. And this wasn't done to make money. This was done because they were hungry and they wanted to eat. We monopolized it and turned it into a fishing industry. I say we, our forefathers, because they found that living along the bayou without an education, this was the way they had to make a living. Whereas nowadays, everybody goes to school and everybody has the same opportunities as the other fellas to make a living, you know what I'm saying? And like my grandpa and my great-grandpa, this is what they did for a living, you know? Back when my great-grandpa was alive, they started their first tugboat business, and that's when the all boom started, and they figured they needed tugboats to get the equipment out to the rigs that's out in the Gulf and in the waterways, and that's how most of your canals are built around here. They never had canals a long, long time ago. None of this is natural. This is all man-made canals. It was a way of life. I don't know. The Zalman's catfish are, I find, the most sweetest catfish. Because you got all these ponds that they created in Mississippi and all for catfish and all, but I find they have a feed taste because they have to feed their fish. Over here, these fish are natural. They just naturally out here doing what catfish do. It's not only canned fishing that we do. We also do hoop nets. I used to do hoop nets a long time ago, and I kind of got away from it because I'm getting old and it's hard to pick them things up. And I think I'm going back to it this year because I want to continue doing it. But I also fish lines, trout lines. And to me, this is exciting. It's cost effective. Lines are a little different. You gotta have worms. I have my own worm beds. We did a series on that. Trout lines are fun. They're not only, you know, you can catch the fish and resell them and stuff, but you can also have fun doing it because it's exciting. You don't know what you're gonna catch. You might catch a fish this big. You might catch a fish this big. You just don't know. It's fun. It's just, you know, I said in the other series, there's no other way for me in life. You know, I've been thinking about moving across a lake, but it's hard for me to leave a paradise. This place is paradise. I mean, look at the lake. Look at it. It's just the most prettiest thing you see in the morning. If I could have a houseboat, I'd move out here. I live out here. Ooh, they got a nice one in there.
Yeah, you could barely fit. That's a trip, man.
But, yeah, this is...
It's been a good run.
Yeah, this is a good run.
You got nice clean buckets on this run, too.
Right. There ain't as many muddy ones as the other one.
Been a good run right here.
Yeah, that's a lot better. That's what I expected over there. We should have a pan before I go to the middle, and we ain't gonna have it. I'll be close, but it won't be there. Yeah, 2 fish in a can, that's nice. That's when it's really nice. Yeah. Right. these in the bucket. So we got all legal ones. They looked all legal. I didn't see nothing.
I think they had one tiny one in there.
One right there.
Yep.
See? Too small.
One little tiny one.
See, this one's borderline. Let him go. We're not starving. I'd have to get out the measuring tape. Your mama think I'm crazy. She said, I need to take a picture of you cleaning fish because that's all I ever see you do. I said, yeah, but that's what I like to do. I go to work every day, but it's like, it's work. This ain't work. See how they're real floppity and live. And oh, I wanted to show you something too. See this right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's from that fish cleaning the can out. That's a male. He cleans that can and he hits it wrong and longer and longer, and he ended up, they bruise their head. They work hard to keep that can clean. And once the eggs are done, they just kind of sit there, and anything comes toward that mouth, they chase them off. Yeah, these cans have been my favorite can. It's a flower pot, and there's a rim on it. I cut the rim off, pull it together, and then I, this is it. Put a little weight. It don't take much weight. It goes down easy. And they usually catch 2 fish. As you can see, we have 2 fish. One real big fish, really big fish.
For a little bitty old pot.
I came and grabbed him.
Cool, look at
that. Look,
that is a good
that's
fish.
my hand. That's the fish. Look how long he is. He's skinny though. He's a male. He's been working his butt off. This is Big Bird. This is a cheese puff can with a little part to it. Big Bird. Cheese puff can.
Yes, indeed.
What made me do that, I don't know, but it catches fish every time. They love that big can. I'm gonna leave the eggs. See the eggs in there?
Yeah, some eggs in there.
Mm-hmm. They loose. I hope they stay in there.
Sometimes I can't even fathom how them fish fit in there.
Me either. Can't get them out.
I don't know how y'all feel about this back at home, but still to this day, I think this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I love learning this kind of stuff because, I mean, with the way the world is now, you might have to go back to doing stuff like this in order to survive one day. So it's always good to learn this type of stuff. Like you said, it doesn't take much money to do. It's some work now. Anything that's worth a damn is going to take some work. But it's not one of these things where you got to go out there and spend a ton of money. You can buy some buckets, some rope, and you can catch enough fish to live off of, really. So yeah, it's always good to know these type of things. And I'm glad that I could bring this type of stuff to the channel. That way you guys can learn about this type of stuff too. So yeah, we're gonna keep on fishing.
Check this out. I got 2 fish and a gas can. I take it this gas can was cleaned thoroughly before it was actually put out here.
That's a trip, a gas can.
Found this gas can in a garbage dump. Cleaned it out, put some holes in it, put a little mouth on it, and it catches fish. So they'll go in anything. Oh, why it's gotta have mud, man? Mud is fish. Out here in the lake, bro. Deeper, cooler water. You can even feel the water. It's
Feel
cooler.
it, yeah. I felt it on my leg. It's a lot colder than what it was earlier.
Yep. Along the bank over there, the water's so hot.
Yeah, like I said, it felt like bath water.
Yep. That's how I like it. 2 to the can. Oh. Look at that thing. In that little video bucket. Crazy.
And at this point, you got fish in almost every single can.
Yeah.
And it's technically late in the season right now, huh?
Getting there. It's because of the heat. Normally, this is the time of the year when they're smoking, especially out in the lake over here where it's cool.
I tell you what, you're smoking them right now, bro.
It's on this line. This is the kind of lines I like. Oh! Saw that, huh? Jumped out. Sometimes they just get the better of you. Now, we're gonna fill up the tray up.
Yeah, that's a good run right there. You got as much in that net as you got in that pan right there.
Yeah. It's gonna fill this one up and part of another one. If every line was like this, we'd be done. We wouldn't have no more pans.
There's a pan of fish right
There you
there.
go, pan of fish.
There you go.
Yeah, we're coming to this line. The line I ran yesterday, so I'm not sure how much they're gonna have in them. But we're gonna give it a try. Sometimes you catch just as much overnight as you do in a week because the cans don't have mud in them and every can's open and the fish just go in them. So hopefully that's what happens today. Looking good, Nate.
Mm-hmm.
I always say if you catch 15, 20, it's worth picking them up. Is that a mullet? No, it's a catfish. Thought it was a mullet. Oh, got out. There's 2 of them in there.
Still trucking along. You made it in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all, this right here is gonna be the last run because you know, it's so hot out here today. I mean, if you don't get in and get out, your fish will go bad. So you can't just sit out here all day long in this heat catching fish unless you got a bunch of ice or something. But yeah, this is gonna be the last run, and we're gonna head on in because we gotta clean these fish or get them on ice, one or the other. Not too bad for a couple hours of fishing. All right, y'all. Got 2 pans of fish here. Got to go to the house and clean them, and we probably gonna fry some up. So y'all come on with us. All right, y'all. We back at the house, about to get started on cleaning all of these fish. One of the questions that some of y'all had on the last video that we did like this was, who wants to clean that many fish? Who could clean that many catfish? That's ridiculous. This man right here, every single time he goes out here and does this, he cleans every one of them fish. So what we're about to do is, I'm gonna be cutting them and then he's gonna be skinning them. So we about to get started.
On days like this, when it's real hot, we bring the fish in, they find perfect in the crates. What we do is we skin them and then we throw all the fish in the ice. They get 2 ice baths before they get packed up and then put in the freezer. So we make sure our fish are good, clean, and ready to eat. After sitting in the ice and on the bone, this is the bone, we fillet it. When you fillet them, you want to take all the top fat off and keep the slices at a smaller slice. I'm the type person in the diamonds, everybody that knows the diamonds, we like these small slices like this, you know. A little small slice of fish tastes so much better than a big old slice of fish. And you have a fish, it's not a big fish, but it's a medium fish. You take that fish and you fillet it like that. You see this line right here? It's very distinct. In that line is a bunch of fat. It don't taste good. It gives you that nasty fishy taste. I take them off. A lot of people don't. See that yellow in there? That's all that fat. That's got that big, heavy fishy taste. And then I'll take a slice like this. If I fry that, it's gonna be like, it takes longer to fry. And then your grease starts burning and all that stuff. If you take that fish and you slice it like that, you got 2 small pieces, that's gonna fry a lot quicker. So you put it in that grease, 2.5, 3 minutes, it's done. As soon as it flips, it's done. That's just how it is in design ones. That's how we do it here. Other places, I've been other places, eating in restaurants, they got a fish this big. The whole thing's fried. A lot of times they got the eyeballs and everything on it, but that's a different way of doing things. Cajuns like to have their fish like that.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Falling Tide TV. As always, my name is Nate. And on today's episode, I'm going to be running some jug lines, catching some panfish. I'm going to step y'all through the process on these jug lines here. It's like my little project I've been working on here. We've been kind of saving up jugs over the last 1.5 years or so. I got a bunch of these little water jugs here. And I'm about halfway done already. I'm gonna show y'all exactly the setup here. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how I make them. And we'll put them to use tomorrow. So this is what they look like to start. And this is what they look like whenever they're finished. So I'm gonna show y'all exactly how it works. There's a fresh one here. I took the little handle off of it here. Popped the little handle off. And I got this lead here. This leader here, it's a hook with a loop here. These were actually given to me. I don't know if y'all saw the catfishing in cans video that I did with my stepdad, but he actually gave me this swivel and these hooks to use. And I'm all for it. You know, if I can save a little bit of money and put these things together, I'm happy with it. So shout out to you, Garrett. I really appreciate you for giving me this. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put these together and make up my line that's going to come off the jug that we're actually going to be fishing from. So I'm going to tie these together real quick. And I'm not doing anything special. I'm just tying a bunch of knots here to connect my hook, my leader here on my hook to my swivel. Generally speaking, I like my swivel to be a little bit closer to the hook, but like I said, this was a freebie, so I'm going to use what I got. Now I have to attach this to the bottle, to the jug. And I just get a piece about like yay long, cut it, give myself a little bit of extra to work with. And I just do a little slip knot on here. I don't know if y'all have ever seen a slip knot before, but look it up on YouTube. I'm not a knot YouTuber. I don't do knots on YouTube, but somebody does. Help that guy out. Go give him a view. But I just cinch it down like that on there, and then I attach this line. And I usually on this one I just do a couple of knots to attach it. Nothing special. I'm going to be fishing these in the daytime, so I typically like my line to be a tad bit longer than if I'm fishing them at night. If I'm fishing them at night, I'll go all the way up to a foot of line coming off of here to fish. But since it's in the daytime, I like to have at least 18 inches to work with here. So the next line I'm going to tie on here is going to be for my weight, to be able to keep that jug where I want it at in the canal that I'm fishing. And I usually go by 6 foot. So I always give myself a little bit of extra to work with. So I go about like that, and then a little bit extra here. Same thing as on this one, I do a slip knot. I tell you what, I'll show you a slip knot. Come here, look. I ain't no, like I said, I ain't no Boy Scout. I don't do knots on YouTube, but since I'm doing a knot, I figure I'll show you. So you just wrap it around like this, come back to itself. If you've never seen a slip knot before, that's it. And you just cinch it down on the rope like this, and then this allows you to slide it up like this and tighten it up. See, look, I'm being nice, y'all. Show y'all all the steps like a professional YouTuber that y'all know I am. And this here, what I'm using as a weight is a railroad spike. Y'all get on my comments talking about you're not supposed to use railroad spikes, they're illegal. Call the cops. Look, I got these given to me. I don't know where they came from, and I ain't asking no questions. So, get on my comment section. You can't use railroad spikes. Yeah. So I just tied the railroad spike on there like this. I just tied a bunch of knots in it, nothing crazy. And then I just wrap it up the best I can. It's not going to stay wrapped up too good, but it's good enough to get out there and go fishing. This is not a rocket science operation here. Clearly, this is not rocket science. And that's it. And then all I do here is I dust it with a little bit of white paint, and it goes in the bin. So the way this is going to fish is the weight will sit on the bottom, and it'll keep the jug from drifting away. And it'll fish like this. We'll start off with night crawlers or worms or whatever, to start, and we'll also be trying to catch some perch. And then as we catch perch, we'll be able to come back and bait the hooks with perch because the catfish actually like the perch a little bit more. But yeah, it's just gonna sit in the water like that and just gonna fish. Like I said, I'm fishing in the daytime, so I do like my lines to be a little bit longer. And at night, at nighttime, you know, I'll fish that far up underneath the jug. But for daytime lines, I want it about right there. So yeah, that's all there is to it. We'll come across, you know, we'll see this thing bobbing in the water. We'll come scoop it up and throw the catfish in the boat and have us some dinner. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna be getting me some sleep here shortly, and I'll catch up with y'all in the morning. All right, you guys, it's the next morning. Just made a little pit stop over here at my stepdad's house. He got this worm farm he's got going on here. Check this out, y'all. Never ending supply of bait. Look at that. I'm about to put some of these worms in this container here. It's gonna be the bait to catch the bait, if you know what I mean. It's pretty dang convenient not having to go to the store and buy them. So. And the good thing is that whatever you don't use, you can just come drop it right back in here. So, very convenient. I did a video on this, like how to actually go about doing this, and the thumbnail's got a blue guy. I don't know what the name of the video is, but the thumbnail, it's got a bluegill on the front. I think it says something about home growing worms for bluegill fishing or something like that. So y'all can go check out that video. I'll put it in the description. All right, that should be plenty. And with me is my cousin Murphy and his little boy Tatum back there. Me and Murphy, you know, like I said, we're cousins, best buddies for life. Me and this guy right here got into all kind of stuff whenever we were young. And yeah, actually my first video I ever did on the channel, I did it with Murphy. So y'all can scroll all the way to the bottom if y'all want to check that one out. But yeah, we just picked up the worms, about to head out there and see if we can catch some fish. Kinda wish I had a depth finder, but it's all good. It'll on the bottom. Huh? We'll get a little closer. It should be getting shallow right here. There you go. Yeah, them smaller hooks, I'm honestly trying not to catch the big like 20 pounders and 30 pounders. I want some good eating size, you know? Them good like 2 pound, 5 pound, you know, somewhere in there. I throw another one over here by the other side of the mouth. Here's the deal, it's gonna hit bottom somewhere. You know what I mean? Even if it drifts across the canal, it'll still hit bottom somewhere. All right, let's start working our way down. That touched bottom. They all standing up, so I don't know if they touching bottom or not. Yeah. I mean, at the worst, they're gonna drift to the bank over there or something, you know. I mean, I got at least 6 foot of line on them, so. There you go. That one's on the bottom. That's the last of the jugs right there, y'all. Then we got a few of them noodles down there, but they don't have no weights on them, so we're gonna put those close to us where we perch fishing at. I got 16 of those jugs that I brought, and a handful of them noodles that Murphy brought. We fishing. Perfect, bro. I keep that. That's a perfect little sandwich size right there, bro. You put that straight on a pull board. That's perfect eating size right there. That's the ones you want right there. Yeah. A little small one. Ain't too small. That's perfect. We trying to catch some catfish bait. Yeah. Got it. Got you some bait, Murph.
What is that?
A pumpkin seed. Pumpkin seed, bro. Got some bait, Murph.
Huh?
Got some bait.
Yeah, you're right.
Look. Yeah, we gotta move, Murph. Big old goggle eye. Mm-hmm. Like a, look at that, look. Like a big mouth bluegill, bro. That's what that is. Let me back us up, bro. Got him. That's a big one. Pulling drag over here. I'm gonna either eat you or use you as bait, one or the other. I can sit here and do this all day, Murph. I love catching perch, bro. Perfect bait size, dude. Perfect.
I might put that whole fish on that big hook.
That's what I'm saying. That's perfect, dude. Oh, almost had him, Tate. You got a good worm on there? Check that worm next time you reel it up. Make sure you got a good worm on there. Because they've been wearing mine out. And just, I got to keep replacing it. Pulling drag. Good bluegill, bro. Oh. That's a big old bluegill there, boy. It's a monster. That's the kind I like right there. What's crazy, Murph? As I remember like it was yesterday being his age. But I really don't, it wasn't that long ago, bro. Good bluegill. We might be eating that one. I might not chop that one up, Murph. Damn, boy. Lake runner? Yeah, check your worm. We'll change that worm out, bro. We'll put you in one of these little worms on there. One wormer.
I need to put one of those.
We might not be chopping up too many of these big perch, bro. Good bluegill. Mm-hmm. Might be turning them on.
Well, they hitting that spot your boy was saying about. No.
It might be. Much as I hate to see you do it, Murr, it was needed. We need the bait, bro. Oh yeah. You had to get this one, Tate. There you go. That's a nice one.
That's the biggest one
Bluegill is one of the best baits to use for catfish, we find. So we're gonna cut a couple of these perch up and stick them on these jug lines here. See if that helps the numbers. It seems we're catching about, I don't know, 3, 4 maybe on every run. Yeah. You're gonna have to scoop him up, all right, Tate? If he's big. He's big. You're gonna have to scoop this one. Scoop him. Scoop him. Good job. There you go. Look at that, bro. Nice one.
We got another one.
Yep, we about to go get it. Oh yeah, that's a decent one. Oh, never mind. He was fooling us. You'll eat. Our net man done gave up on us, bro.
You know what that is?
You know what that is? That's the only way to do it in the daytime though, bro. Running jugs. Look at that. Who needs a jug? No, but that's the only way to do it, man. Running them jugs in the daytime. Like during the downtime, catching perch. You throw that back. We got enough. Look at me.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep that one. Yeah, buddy. Don't get no better than that, Murph. These little homegrown worms are working their magic. Look at him messing with it. Got it. Probably what it was. That lake runner pulling it to the side like that. Not big enough to swallow it though. All right. Y'all ready to go run them?
That orange one got thing with that big one.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, like,
Bro, that orange one come a long way, dude.
the orange one was way back there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's a gator.
I mean, I guess it could be probably a big catfish.
It's all like sticking out. The lilies are all
But
spread out.
there's a good chance. There's a good chance that if this is a catfish, it could be more meat on that thing than all the rest of these fish put together. That thing came a long way. Ain't very big, but he swam a long way, didn't he?
We got one right there.
Yeah, we'll pick him up. A golf day? Shoe pick? Boy, that's a good shoe pick right there, bro.
Will we keep them?
I mean, we could. We'd have to keep it alive.
How are we gonna keep it alive?
That's the problem.
Hang on, I gotta.
Wanna leave him on the hook? Leave him up on the way back?
Try to keep him?
Yeah.
Daddy,
I mean, we can. That'd be the only way he's gonna stay alive. Long, you know.
is he gonna keep
I mean, we could try it, bro. Throw his butt back out there.
Couldn't use this?
No, we're gonna leave his butt on there. Get him on the way back. Got a fish?
Yeah, back up.
Good one. Perfect one to add to.
We gotta go get those ones from over there.
Yeah. And get all of them.
I think that's
Uh-oh. Beautiful. Another shoe pick. We can throw that one back. You gotta be 16 inches. He's probably about that.
Oh, we can keep the other one though?
Yeah, you can keep the other one. We're gonna have a hard time keeping two of them alive. Like he running. Oh yeah.
Shoe pick?
Shoe pick? That's all right. He's big. He's bigger than the other one.
Got that jump.
Yeah.
What are you doing out there?
I'm gonna grab this shoe pick.
I wanted to come on me.
All right. Stick him in the ice chest, I guess. So a bowfin, a shoe pick, whatever you want to call it, they taste great, but you got to be able to keep them alive. And I prefer to cook them right away. As soon as you get home, clean them, go ahead and fry them up if you're gonna fry them. I think if you freeze them, you're probably gonna have to make a fish taco or something with it. But yeah, the idea is you got to keep them alive. So this is the last jug that we pulling, and we'll go head on back to my mom's house and get these things cleaned up, and we'll have us a nice fish fry at some point this evening. Yeah, buddy.
Do we have to
Got an ice chest full of fish, y'all. Love it. All right, you guys, check this out. Got my catfish and my brim in this egg wash here, and I got my little flip and fry here. Putting that to good use. And got my grease going, about to fry up some fish. Eating good tonight, y'all. Love doing that. Love getting out there with a goal of catching supper. I love catching catfish for one thing, but to get out there and to catch supper, can't beat it. And spend today with the family, I mean, just can't beat it, you know? Got to get out there with my cousin Murphy and his little boy. I don't hang out with Murphy enough, to be honest with y'all. You know, me and that guy grew up together. I mean, we did everything together growing up. And as you know, as adults now, we both have our own lives, and we just don't get together enough. So I really miss him a lot. And today was a really good, I guess, today grounded me a lot is what I would say. So really did appreciate that. But yeah, guys, I'm about to cook for the family here, for my wife and my little girl, and enjoy this fried fish. All right. Once again, I'll be fishing with the double hook tight line set up. I'm fishing with night crawler. Cool. Yeah. Last time I came over here, they were more on the other side. Like they were almost underneath the trees over there, it seemed like. No, already had a bite. What's he doing? He pulling it back to me? Yeah. Pull it back to me. He was pulling it back to me. I don't think I got him. Yeah, I did get him. Little video thing. Little video thing. That's all right. That's good eating, bro. I eat that little thing. I eat that little thing. Just big enough. I don't usually keep nothing if it's any smaller than that. But my old men said they keep any of them. Don't matter how small. Old man said, population control, dude. Take them out of there. That's what he said. There we go. I don't know if that's one or not. Might be hung up on something. I think I got some trash on that. I might have a fish, but yeah, I got a fish too. Yeah. I'm on that. Oh, he looked toe up. What is on that fish?
I had one with a big sword like that too. When you fillet them, you just gotta cut that piece of meat off.
Yeah, I'm about to say I ain't eating that. Whew.
Oh, he's all right.
He got sores. He got some sores on him here. Look at all the little sores. Look at that. Have to cut all that out away. Ugh. I feel like I'm taking this thing out as misery, dude. I just catch a bass. Reeling it in. I was reeling it in and that bass hit. That's crazy. That's what I mean, man. That's bass hitting all of them little sprat that you see jumping around out here. It's all right. I'm fishing for supper tonight. This little behind's getting eaten. Can't believe he hit that thing.
I was shocked.
I'm reeling it in and caught a bass.
I was shocked the other day it happened to me.
I think I might need to throw a bass bait. I tell you what, that pirogue and a bass bait right here, murder. Murder on the bayou, bro. Right now, dude, they fired up. They hit anything that moves. All right, y'all, back home. I'm about to leave this in the back of the truck right here. I'm gonna try to catch a bass or two. Getting a bite already, Joe. He gonna catch himself. He ain't going nowhere. If he's big enough to eat it, he gonna eat it. I see what I want to throw here. Probably don't need nothing crazy. Spin a bait. Actually, I might even take this off. One less thing to worry about. Throw it with a little skirt like this. The bass are willing to hit right now on me throwing a tight line rig and reeling it in. I don't think it really matters what I throw. If it flashes, they're gonna bite it. I think I got a catfish right now. You got one? I might have one, I don't know. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I know. If I catch it, I catch it. That's where the fish are, though. Oh, hit it right there. Little bitty one. He just hit it right here. Oh, Lord. Hit the pole. Anything happening? Did it? See if anything's on that thing. Yeah, they're not very big. They done took my bait, y'all. Too little to get themselves hooked. Throw it back out there and see if I can't catch one. And if I don't catch no little bass, I'm gonna give up on that real quick and get my hands back on this one. I think I lost a worm. I think, I ain't sure. But it's going out there anyway. Looks like you're hitting on it right now. Might have. There you go. I think I got him. I think I got him. If I do, he ain't big. Yeah, I got him. Oh, he's good enough. Oh yeah, boy. That's a good one. Oh yeah, boy. Supper tonight. Let's see if they mess with me again while I'm trying to catch a bass. Getting a hit. There you go. Come on now. Come on now. Where you at, fish?
Probably.
I don't think so. Trying to hit it again, I think. He's hitting it, huh? Got him. Got him. That's what I'm talking about. Supper time, baby. Supper time. I smell him already. I hear the grease popping. I hear the grease popping. Woo! Ain't nothing like it, Murph. Ain't nothing like it.
No.
Ooh. Another one with some sores on it. It's all right. He gonna eat. The two hooks is the way, cause like I was fishing over here with one hook, and them two old men were just, I mean, as soon as they hit the water, dude, they was catching them. I said, what are y'all doing that I'm not doing? And it's the two hooks, man. Look. There you go. Got him. A little bit more size on this one, I think. Unless I got some bottom too. Come on now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boy.
Ain't got no sores on him.
Big knot head. All right.
He felt probably bigger than what he
Cause he was wrapped up. He was all wrapped up, yeah. Go. He done swallowed that hook and got hooked by the other one too. Today's not your lucky day, my guy. Boy, that's beautiful, bro. That's what you want right there. About 4 or 5 of them. That's supper. I already pretty much got supper, really. Just, I mean, for 2 people. Bro, I love it, man. I love it, dude.
It's 2 fish. That's what I meant.
I love it, bro. I love sitting there and tight lining catfish, man. It's one of my favorite ways to catch fish, dude. I love it. This is stuff we was brought up on, dude. Not all that fancy stuff, you know. Catching fish, catching enough to eat. Appreciate what we got. Enjoy the day. Yeah, this is my last cast, dude. If I don't catch nothing on this, we're gonna make a move, all right? All right, dude. Let's make a move. Well, we moved to a different spot because the other one kind of slowed down a little bit, but I already caught supper, so anything else that we catch is kind of just land yap at this point. But I'm having a blast. Well, we got a terrible bird nest. Not really the way I wanted to end it, but hey, it is what it is, though. Where we about to go? We about to go to your house and clean them?
Yeah, we'll go around the house and clean them.
All right, we about to go run over to Murph's house, clean these fish, and then I'm gonna head to the house so I can cook supper. Man, what a supper. Fresh catfish and Radley's fries. I really hope that y'all enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, touch the notification bell because it lets you know every time I release a video. I really appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time on Falling Tide TV. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Falling Tide TV. On today's episode, I'm gonna be with my longtime buddy Derek, and we're gonna be catching some catfish on jug lines. Derek does a little bit of commercial fishing on the side, and I was lucky enough to get an invite to go along with him today. So y'all follow along and see what we catch. It should be a good one. What we about to go do?
About to go slam them. Hopefully. We'll find out here shortly. Man, we might have to get down for this one.
Got some deal down?
Yeah. Hopefully that barrel makes it. Now we might have to lay it down. Woo.
It'll make.
That's what I didn't want to do. Be all right.
Tight squeeze there, boy.
A little bit. Well, you got your line with your hook, about maybe a foot. Then you got a separate line with the weight holding on the bottom, so the fish is gonna pull it off. Can't find it the next day.
How you usually hook? Just through the middle of the body or what?
Yeah, something like that. Probably come from like the bottom of it. So maybe like this.
All right.
Something like that.
Now I've been jug lining several times in my life, and you know, most of the time we put out about a dozen, maybe 2 dozen jugs at a time. This man put out 135 jugs. 135 jugs, that's a lot of jugs. Not usual for somebody like myself, but this is commercial fishing, so a lot of times the numbers is the game. Now there's other ways to catch catfish, and you can catch more catfish, but Derek likes to catch the catfish with a little bit of size on them, and he finds that this method is how you do that. Now yes, we are baiting these hooks with an assortment of panfish. In the state of Louisiana, it is legal to bait a jug line with bluegill and other panfish as long as you caught them from a riding reel. So after we bait all the hooks, it's pretty much just a waiting game from here. Derek said he usually gives it about 30 minutes before he makes his first run. And the way that you know whenever you have a fish on is if the jug will be straight up and down vertically, and sometimes it'll be bobbing up and down. Sometimes you'll see it sitting lower in the water column. That usually means you have a fish. Last one here, y'all. 135 jugs. Let's see what they catch. It's a lot of jugs, dude.
Yeah.
Look like a bunch of snow geese sitting out here. What's that pole for?
This one?
Yeah.
For garfish. Put it in his mouth, let it bite down on the stick, and you can take your hook out instead of your finger getting bit.
We're treading.
Wrong species.
Decent one, bro. That's the one you're looking for.
That's it. That's all we're looking for right here.
Hold them up, cowboy.
Huh?
First fish in the boat. Another good one.
That's a nice one.
Oh yeah.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Feel like I'm picking up decoys.
It's almost the same, except they got something on the end of it.
Yeah. Pretty good one, boy.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Take grocery shop.
Grocery shop, man. It's a good one, bro. Keep catching them like this. We'll fill that thing up quick. See if we can put this one in the boat. I think the other one was bigger than the boat. Get in there, boy. Get in there, boy. Another one for the bucket. Or the garbage can, should I say. Yeah, these things got a combination code, bro. These hooks. You gotta know the combination, bro. You know? Another one. Look at him peeing.
Oh.
Come on, bro. You gotta pee outside in the water, bro. You can't pee in the boat. Another one.
Yep, we about to learn you. He opens his mouth. Well, it ain't gonna work today. Oh, it might. No.
Open his mouth, huh?
Nope. There we go. That's how it works.
Pretty crafty there, my boy.
Yep. Gotta improvise sometimes.
Hey, he's talking to me.
Yeah, now we back. Yeah. Another one.
That's the one we're looking for.
Yeah. Nice little fish.
These look good. Let's see what we can see. Another good eating size one. You're fishing in 40 foot of water, bro. Fishing in 40 foot of water.
I know.
You're gonna fish in the Mississippi River with these weights. Alright, bro. That wind, bro. He ain't that small. Good one. Good eating fish. Another one in the bucket. Another one in the garbage can. I can't even call it a bucket. I don't know if he's just biting it or what. No, he's on there. Making money, babe. Money making.
That pole was used for all kinds of things.
I see that.
Oh, all right, okay. Another freaking gator.
Come here. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. If that's even what it is, could be one of them big old golf fish.
I hope not.
Oh, no. Well, good. That works. Come on, you little sucker. Shoe pick. Big old shoe pick. Come on, Trey. Come get your fish, Trey. God dang, you stupid dinosaur.
You want me to get it?
Stupid dinosaur. No, I get him. He's a big slimy bastard. Ah, you bastard. I don't want to get that hook sunk in me. I'm gonna let him weigh himself out. Man, they don't stop. I'm stupid. That's why whenever you hook one when you bass fishing, it feels like you got a 10-pound bass. And they'll bite you too, them things.
Shoot pick.
I know.
Oh, one over there got a big one on it. I can tell the way it's moving.
There we go. Stupid. Hate them stupid fish.
I know. I really don't like them.
I like to eat them, that's about it. Yeah, but that one, knocked them out.
Finish them off.
Another one for the bucket. That's the kind I like right there. The little ones, you make a little sandwich with them. Making money. Uh-oh. Yeah, baby.
There's no battery power remains.
That's good. I got another battery. Look at that, y'all. Another one in the boat. Ooh. Look at that. They're all damaged. Got one, dude. Finally. He's small, but got one. You gonna eat? Little small guy, but man, you take these little guys and you fry them up and you get enough of them. Got yourself a good meal. I ain't mad at it at all. And they keep hitting it and just letting it go. It's like boom, I gotta get a hard hit. and then they're gone. I think I'm gonna let them take it a little bit more this time. I think once I set the hook, we'll try to. I think they take some a minute to find it again. I think I'm gonna just let them take it. There's a hit right there. Come on. They nibble at it. They leave it alone, and they come back and nibble at it again, and then boom, they'll give me one good tug, and then I go to set the hook, and nothing. Let's see, come on, hit it again. There we go. Got him that time. I'll let him hit it a little bit more. A little bit bigger than the last one, I think. Yep. That's a good size. That's a good size. That's what I'm talking about. Well, if I can catch a bunch of these, I'll be happy. I'll be frying fish tonight. I catch me a bunch of these. What's going on?
You tearing them up?
Nah, not exactly.
You're getting some though, huh?
I got 2 so far. I only been here for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a lot of bites, a lot of small ones, you know, just messing around.
Fishing over there, this wonderful thing. I'm not over you, am I?
No, you good. I'm straight out this way. I've been casting kind of that way. Yeah.
And he told me all about it. Oh, Lord. These fish won't let me rest. I got to bring him in. I guess I did. I got one.
You got your fish already?
Yeah. And, you know, he told me all about it. And it started pouring down raining, and it rained the whole trip round. So I had to go to Lake Charles and wait an hour or two and come back.
There you go. Look.
I'll eat him.
There you go. You got him on. Catching your fish.
Oh, I got one.
I don't know. It is small.
Yeah, I think you do.
I don't know how. Yeah, you got a little one. Another little one.
That's the way they are.
Yep.
Probably ought to be keeping them. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Wow, look at this. They ain't gonna let me rest. See, that's where they are. They're on the other side.
They on the other side.
Now,
Yeah.
you got a heavy sinker.
I got 2. I got 2 kind of. I got 2 ounces of weight.
Yeah.
You got 3 ounces on yours. I can get it over there though.
That's where they are.
They on the other side. Now.
Well,
Good eating size right there.
we'll eat you. We're gonna, and that's how the
In Covington.
I got a nice one here now. Been
Got
my
you one?
ride a little bit, ain't it, mate?
Got you one. Good eating size.
I'll go ahead and eat you. I'll break these fins off.
So you don't have to deal with them, huh?
Yeah, I get rid of them. At the dollar store, you get these for $1. You know. Well, I call it.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's my little brother.
All ready to go get him now, huh?
Any more than that? Well, that's good enough.
He's over there kicking my butt. He done caught 10 to my 2.
don't think I got a can, but I'm good about that.
You put the little nibblers on there?
No, I didn't.
Oh, put the goddamn nibblers on there.
Well, come on, let's get the boats in the
Well,
water.
go ahead and do that. Give me some nibblers.
Did you bring the oil
Yeah, it's on the seat.
on the seat?
I will not.
Here's the nipple.
Oh, he got a pretty one. Brad, She's
I think he's my bad luck charm. He's my good luck charm. Look at that.
Oh, that's good. Yesterday I caught one striper right there. Bunch of calves. That's all right.
That's all right. That's a good eating size. Mm-mm.
Look, if you don't eat him, I'll eat him.
Oh no, I'm gonna eat him. Don't worry about that.
Uh-huh.
That's what I come here for. For a fish fry. I come here for a fish fry.
Well, right here you can get them.
Don't leave my nipple.
But you see these little nibblers?
Yeah,
They stink so damn bad. I go home, my wife makes me jump in the shower.
he believes in those nipples.
Hey man, I couldn't have said it better if I'd walked over there. I like this spot.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a fish. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Tell me I ain't in luck, huh?
Yeah, you lucky. You my good luck charm.
Supper tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I like to eat them with some sweet potatoes, corn. Oh.
He'll eat. He's little, but he'll eat.
Oh yeah. What I do, I just fill in with my electric knife.
Mm-hmm.
I had 7 yesterday. I did them in 7 minutes. All that. Sorry. Hang on, I'm getting this stuff. Come on, stay up. All right. Yeah, look.
There you go.
Tell me that ain't pretty.
Oh yeah.
Tell me that ain't pretty.
He making noise.
The
Huh?
other one's on there. Grab your handful of them, because we're going to run off in the boat in a minute.
Oh, you all right? You take them, man. I'm good. I'm just out here passing time.
Well, I don't know. We may as well bring some supper home. Scotty! Hang on, Snoopy. Snoopy, hang on. I love my fishing, man. I'm sorry, but
Oh man, there ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like this.
for me, hanging. When I get to the point I can't fish no more, I'll be ready to check off.
Mm-hmm.
Snoopy, hang on. Snoopy, hang on. Well, he's not the biggest fish in the water. But when he's filleted, he gives me help.
Just throw him back out there. You might catch
No,
a big
hell
one.
no.
Throw him back out there. You catch a big one.
No, you're allowed
You're allowed to keep just 25 of them.
25, yeah.
25 is real small. Yeah.
Well, and they're delicious.
Mm-hmm. They are good.
And you get, it helps fill up your poor boy sandwich, man.
Yep. That's how you eat them, poor boy?
Sometimes, no, I mean a poor boy, yeah. French bread, sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Worm. Then put your nibbler. You got 3 things you call them. But how many times they'll bump, and I pull it up, and they took my shrimp off of it. That's why I started putting it up here. Because I got it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, hang on.
Oh, all right. Got you one with a little size, huh?
Feels like it. You know how it feels. And people start moving closer to us, but they still wasn't getting them. Look at them.
Good.
Ready.
That's good. Good size. Good eating
Ready.
size.
Freddie, where you get your hair cut?
I don't. It's been a while.
Look at it. What is it?
Stacking them up. I might tie me another hook on there. Run 2 hooks.
Yeah, put them a little bit apart. Sometimes I'll leave my lead a little longer.
Oh, look at him over there.
Is he going? Yeah, snag him a little. Give him a little snap. Yeah. take your time now. Look.
Make sure he's on there. I'm gonna make sure he's on there.
Oh, he's on there. Look at that.
He's on there. He ain't no big one, but he's good enough to eat.
No, he looks all right.
He's pretty nice size, yeah. Compared to the ones I caught earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Perfect eating size.
Oh, yes, sir.
What I'm talking about. I don't know if you can tell or not. I'm videoing all of this.
The video?
Yep. Every last bit of it.
Where's the video? Oh, yeah.
Got one on me. I got one on my tire right there. Look. Well, they keep on catching them running 2 hooks, so I went ahead and rigged mine up the exact same way. Got 2 hooks on here. Got the weight. Maybe it'll help. Maybe I can keep up with these old guys.
Yeah, I know, baby.
You got me a beer in there?
Yeah, I got it.
I can't take it. I'm too high.
I'm gonna see y'all. Y'all have don't catch them all. That's all I'm gonna ask.
Where's the truck?
I'm having a good time, boys and girls. Just hanging out. Hanging out, catching some fish. They've been catching way more than I have. And we don't seem to be doing much different, so I don't know what the deal is, but I'm just learning what I can, you know, soaking it up. Got it. You got a little bit more size to him.
Huh?
You got a little bit more size to him than the other one.
A little more size.
A little bit more size to him.
Oh, you got a fish?
Yeah, I got a fish.
Oh, you dog, you do. Look at this. Oh,
You might be able to make me a fish fry now.
you might have a minute, you might make it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Look at that. Wrapped all around him.
Boy, they do
I don't even think oh yeah, I did hook him that
He's
time.
in the mouth, though, huh?
I wasn't sure if I even hooked this fish, y'all.
Ah.
The last fish, I didn't even hook him. It just, the line wrapped around him and I pulled him in. I lassoed him, you know?
Good rock.
Thank you, sir. You going to the house?
Yeah.
Are you going? Oh, all right. Well, be safe
Nah,
going
yeah.
home.
No, I don't have to clean fish. I
That's
got
right.
you.
Hey, at least you got to spend some time in the outdoors.
Yeah, enjoy talking with you.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you. A nice old man. He sat right here and caught all them fish just to turn around and give them to me. That's good people. That's what that is. Take it easy, buddy. There you go. There you go. Got another one. Let's see. Well, my card got full just as I was catching that fish, and it ended up being a little one. I threw it back. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna hang it up on that note, head on back to the house. I gotta clean up these fish. The old man mentioned fried catfish po' boy. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get me some good French bread, and I'm gonna make myself a fried catfish po' boy. I can't wait. Well, for a minute there, I was worried that today would end up being a bust, but I think it turned out all right. I can't complain. Shoot, I think I pulled in probably about a dozen catfish. Not too big, nothing big at all, really. Most of them are really small. I think I threw back a couple of little small ones. You know, them guys that was with me, they were keeping everything. Well, at least the second guy, the other brother, he pretty much keeps anything, sounds like. If he can get a fillet knife under it, he gonna keep it. You know, a couple of them I probably would have thrown back that I kept, but since he was right there, I knew that if I would throw it back, he'd be like, man, I could have kept that. So, you know, sometimes you gotta just keep them. And I think he had a good point. You know, he was saying how when it comes to fish population, sometimes the more fish in an area, the smaller the fish will stay. So that's his mentality. You know, any catfish he catches, he's gonna keep it. So, you know, if he can get a fillet knife under it, he keeps it. With that being said, headed back to the house. Ready to fry these dudes up. All right, y'all. Got a bowl full of delicious catfish fillets. About to go take me a shower and then get the grease hot. We about to make us some catfish po' boys. I can't wait. All right, boys and girls. So all I got here is a simple egg wash and some, I think it's Zatarain's fish fry, seasoned. I love Zatarain's seasoned fish fry. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna fry them up and we're gonna toast some of this good French bread and we're gonna eat it po' boy style. Just waiting for the grease to get hot now. Look how much sun I got, y'all. Look at that. I'm like a little crawfish. That old man today. That old man today was telling me something about eating these catfish with sweet potatoes and corn. That must be some North Shore stuff, cause I ain't never heard of that in my life. Perfect eating size right here, y'all. These little small fillets. Perfect eating size. While this grease is getting hot, I come across this fisherman's superstition list. Let me read a couple of these to y'all. First off, I am a superstitious person. Let me just point that out. You know, if I start a duck season with a certain hat and we do good, I won't wear any other hat for the entire season other than the one I was wearing that day. There's more than that too. We'll get to that later. It says here, disaster will follow if you step onto a boat with your left foot first. So don't step onto a boat with your left foot first, is what it says here. Cutting your hair or nails at sea is bad luck. See, I'm always at sea because I ain't never cut my hair. Apparently bananas are bad luck. Bananas bring bad luck to fishing and could mean disaster for the trip. So no bananas. Look, bananas are good, but don't bring them fishing and don't bring them at sea, apparently. It says here, it is bad luck to see an albatross or hear a loon cry. So make sure y'all plug y'all ears if y'all in loon country. These are crazy. How about this one? How about this one? I'm probably gonna get banned from YouTube for this one. A woman on board makes the seas angry and is an omen of bad luck. I'm gonna have to look at my analytics and see how many females are watching me before I upload this video. Can I even say that on YouTube? Alright, hold on. This one, I think this one's even worse. Let's see. Okay, here you go. This one's definitely gonna get me kicked off of YouTube. Avoid people with red hair when going to the ship to begin a journey. I definitely can't say that on YouTube, but let's see if my subscribers are gonna out me on that one. This is the weirdest thing. So black cats are considered good luck at sea, but not on land apparently. I don't know. I have heard this one before. Never say good luck or allow anyone to tell you good luck. I've heard that one before. That's interesting because maybe that's why I never catch no fish. Too many people trying to tell me good luck. Oh Lord, let's see. Alright, here's a good one. If you carry a fishing pole into the house before a fishing trip, you will not catch any fish. So don't carry your fishing pole into the house. And I'll tell you this from experience. I got one that I know is bad luck for sure. if you pull up to the fishing spot and on the first cast you catch a fish, you ain't catching a fish one after that. You might as well just pack it up and go home. If you catch a fish on your first cast, it is over with. Hey, if y'all got any superstitions that y'all have, that y'all know about, or that you've experienced, or things that you do to make sure that your trips don't go crazy, drop it in the comments. I want to know. For those at home, y'all's at home, the wife is filming, so I gotta make sure that I don't make too much of a mess or I'll get smacked from behind the camera. So just letting y'all know. Oh, that grease is hot, hot. All right, here goes nothing. This grease is hot, hot. Yeah. Put it on broil. Just gonna toast the tops. Look at that. Oh, it's so wonderful. Delicious. Here we go, last batch. Lightly toasted. I'm talking about. Perfect. Ready to eat. What I was gonna do was squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on the top first off, but there is no lemon juice in the building, so I'm just gonna put some of this on there. It's called Dat Dip, garlic flavor. It's a little spicy, a little garlic. It's very good. I tried some earlier. It's the first time I've ever eaten it on a po' boy, so hopefully it tastes good. That's all yours, Brooke. That's pretty much all I'm doing. I'm just stacking some on here and smash it together. I think I want more of this. Throw that on there. Let's see what it tastes like.
I thought you said cut it.
I did.
Not
I did because I didn't know what was happening. Oh my God.
You okay?
I caught a cramp in my jawline, like right here. I don't even know what that was about. That's how you know your po' boy's big. Jeez. Whew. Alright, let's try this again. Here we go. That's good. That's good. Ten out of 10. Time to eat.